update brought to you by UC Davis Health.
Today it's KFBK for the community at 24 and 54 past the hour during the morning and afternoon news. And here's a way for you to help California wildfire victims.
When the Sexy Panda truck pulled into the Walmart in Chico, there were just a few fire survivors camping out, but Frank Hilscher, owner of the truck, now finds himself in full-blown commercial outdoor kitchen, feeding fire survivors 24 hours a day.
He is another KFBK for the community story, and says that when he ran through his food stores and resources, other donations have started pouring in from restaurants and food providers.
It's gotten really big. I mean, we've built like an outdoor commercial kitchen, essentially. I mean, we've got a flat top out there. We've got a trailer barbecue. A gentleman gave my main guy, Alex, his truck, like literally just gave it to him, like gave him the pink slip and everything. We're going to start using that to do deliveries now. I mean, we have Cisco's donated us, I don't know, thousands of pounds of meat. Probably Lucky Dog Ranch originally loaned a bunch of my friends back in Sacramento that own some restaurants, like Zest and Rockland. A couple other ones that I apologize to them. It's on the radio for not remembering their names. I've only slept 9 hours this week. But they loaned their refrigerated delivery truck so we could get, you know, a huge delivery they were bringing up. And Lucky Dog Ranch included another, I don't even know, there was 15 cases of ground beef in that delivery. So we've been doing burgers. I mean, we have, I don't know the dollar amount of what this is, but we've had $20,000 in food donated to us alone easily in the last 3 days. It's putting smiles on people's faces. I mean, you're seeing these groups, there's people, you know, you'll see 12 strangers who have never met, and they're all in probably the worst situation in their whole entire life. There'll probably never be a worse one for most of these people, you know. And it's a group of 12 strangers in terrible times, and you're able to, like, at least put a little bit of joy in their life.
That's Frank Hilscher of the Sexy Panda truck of Sacramento out there cooking up 24/7 for folks. You can reach out to him on his Facebook page, he says, and he does get back to everyone, although it does take him a while sometimes. As he said, he only had 9 hours of sleep this week.
Yeah. Well, you can discover another way you can help the California wildfire victims coming up at 8:54 as today's KFBK for the community at 24 and 54 past the hour. On the KFBK Morning and Afternoon News, we have a complete list of charitable organizations at KFBK.com.
All right, time now is 8:26 at News Radio KFBK. I'm Christina Mendonca along with Dan Mitchinson. Let's get a check of our traffic trouble spot with Brian Noble.
Well, things are easing up on our freeways around Sacramento as far as any accidents are concerned. We do have a couple up in the foothills on Highway 50 between Shingle Springs and Cameron Park. One solo vehicle involved, another one, 3 vehicles involved, and that's causing a backup in that area.
All right, complete traffic and weather together in 3 minutes, and in the wake of this devastating Camp Wildfire, tens of thousands of evacuees are facing the possibility they may have nothing to return to. We'll talk about what is available to help when the KFBK Morning News continues at 8:30.
Keys, phone, bag, got everything you need for your drive home? Remember, once you're in the car, turn your radio to the go-to source that keeps you totally informed with Sacramento's news, traffic, and weather. Kitty O'Neill on the KFBK Afternoon News on your drive home. It's News Radio KFBK.
Rick Edelman here. Join me this Saturday for the answers to all your questions on investments, taxes, planning for retirement, mortgages, getting your kids into college, and more. The Rick Edelman Show every Saturday at 9 on KFBK News Radio 1530 AM and 93.1 FM.
Disasters like the recent fires are tough to handle. That's why Farmers Insurance is here to help you get through it. Our mobile claims center is set up right now for immediate information, assistance, and claims. Visit farmers.com/catastrophe or call 1-800-435-7764 for the location. That's 1-800-435-7764. And if you're a Farmers customer, you can also contact your agent directly.
U.S. Forest Service.
Will I be able to make my money last when I retire? Scott Hansen here, and this is the one question we consistently hear from people approaching retirement. If you want to answer this question for yourself, take advantage of a free retirement planning review at HansenMcLean.com. That's HansenMcLean.com.
News Radio KFBK is your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword WIN to 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's WIN to 200-200. News Radio KFBK. Continuing coverage.
The death toll continues to climb from the Camp Fire in Butte County.
Butte County Sheriff Corey Honey delivered the grim news at an evening press briefing.
During the course of our searches,
An additional 8 human remains were recovered. That brings the total up to 56.
The sheriff said those remains were found in the hardest hit area, a place called Paradise.
All 8 of those human remains were found in the Paradise area. 6 were found inside structures. 2 were found outside of structures.
There are still 130 people unaccounted for. The sheriff's office has issued a list and are asking people who've been evacuated to check that list and contact the sheriff's department to let authorities know if they're okay. With 52,000 evacuees, some may have left the area and may not even be aware that they're listed as missing. Again, if you have evacuated from the fire zone, check the list. It's on the Butte County Sheriff's website. And if your name's on the list, let them know that you survived the fire. George Sampson, News Radio KFBK.
That fire has now burned 140,000 acres and is 40% contained.
Just ahead.
99, 50 from Polson, 22 minutes in up in the foothills on Highway 50, westbound at Cameron Park Drive. Got a solo vehicle accident there. A little behind it in the back up at Ponderosa Road. Got a 3-vehicle accident there. A lot of heavy traffic along that stretch. If you're coming in from Woodland on I-5, it's still 24 minutes to downtown. From Davis on eastbound I-80, no delays. 16 minutes to make it in. Medicare's open enrollment ends soon. If you're a low-income Medicare recipient who's having trouble paying your premiums or your Part A, B, or D expenses, HICAP offers free Medicare counseling in an office near you. For details, call 1-800-434-0222. Next update's 8:40, helping you get to work on time. I'm Brian Nobles, News Radio, KFBK.
Smoke's probably the biggest story still with the weather today. Expect to have temperatures in the 30s to begin your morning, and then we'll warm up into the mid to low 60s through the afternoon with smoky skies and poor air quality. That's going to stick around for the next couple of days. I'm KCRA3 meteorologist Dirk Fedorn on News Radio KFBK.
This weather report brought to you by Northwest Exteriors. Currently, it is 39 degrees in Luna. Citrus Heights, you have 37 degrees, and it's 37 in Sacramento at News Radio KFBK.
Well, the camp fire has impacted thousands of people in many different ways. We're going to go back to our Mike Blunt right now, who is in Chico, with an update on how local schools are dealing with the fallout from this fire. And I know you have the Butte County Superintendent with you this morning, Mike.
That's right, Dan. Tim Taylor is the Butte County Superintendent of Schools. And Tim, can you tell me what's happening with students in Butte County and what kind of support they have right now?
Hey, Dan and Christina, thanks for having us on. Really appreciate it. We have 32,000 kids who don't have school to go to, and 5,700 kids who are now homeless because they've lost their homes. And we're working very hard to get those kids transitioned back to school.
I'm also here, Dan, with Haley Corona and Riley Brannon. They're both sophomores at Durham High. Can you tell me a little bit why you guys came down to the Cal Fire's Command Center this morning?
We delivered 30 dozen chocolate chip cookies to the firefighters.
And Haley, why did you want to do that?
Yeah, we wanted to thank them for all their service and everything they're doing trying to fight this fire.
Tim, can you finally just tell our listeners in Sacramento how they can help these students?
Yeah, the best way to help is to donate to the Butte Schools Foundation. We need to get gift cards and gas cards in the hands of our educators who've lost everything. And secondly, Dave Gordon and I from Sacramento, we're working on a long-term plan how the community of Sacramento is going to adopt the community of Butte up here to help the kids out long-term. And we'll be sharing more with KFBK later on.
Back to you.
Mike, can you ask Tim Taylor, we keep hearing this story on Pat Walsh's show last night. Someone called in and just told this amazing story about how teachers basically scooped up their students and drove through a tunnel of flames because the fire was starting as kids were arriving to school.
Sure, Tim, a listener last night called into Pat Walsh's show and talked about a teacher who saved a bunch of students at a Butte County school. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, some slowing remains. Got a couple, though, still in various stages of clearing on Highway 50 up between Shingle Springs and Cameron Park in El Dorado County. One vehicle involved, another 3 vehicles involved, and that's why we have some heavy traffic still in that spot.
All right, complete traffic and weather together in 3 minutes. Plus, today is KFBK for the Community Day. During the morning and afternoon news at 24 and 54 past the hour, Dan Mitchinson, Kitty O'Neill, and I will spotlight the different community organizations that are assisting in the California wildfire efforts. Find out ways you can get involved and make a difference. You can listen all day today, or you can find out how you can help the fire victims at KFBK.com.
As news breaks up north in Paradise, the death
Toll from the campfire, rising. Stay connected. It's the single deadliest wildfire in state history.
It's been hard.
Continuing coverage.
Adjusting to living in a shelter has been challenging.
Adapting to not living in my own house.
You're minutes away from a fresh update.
The campfire.
As our team coverage continues on News Radio KFBK. Depend on it. Hey, it's Vince Bloom, the big guy at Lashes Oak Grove Dodge. And it's never too early for the Black Friday sales event. Right now, get a new 2018 Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab 4x4 Eco Diesel and save up to 20 grand off MSRP. That's up to 20 grand off MSRP, and I've got over 80 in stock. Only at Lashes Oak Grove Dodge. In the Oak Grove Auto Mall and online at oakgrovedodge.com. Includes 11,000 California DC retail consumer Ram diesel with Australian prices Black Friday cash. Plus buying compressor capital customer must lose the current vehicle for at least 30 days. Settled in 352371. IRA or investment account? Then I have one word of advice. Stop. Experts warn of a stock market crash any day now, and you could lose 50% or more of your hard-earned savings again. But you don't have to lose a penny. There's a better, safer way to save for retirement, and you can learn about it in a free report. This method continues to grow your money even when the market tumbles. To get this free report, go to bankonyourself.com. That's bankonyourself.com. Bankonyourself.com.
You won't want to miss Arizona Leather and Fabric's huge clearance sale. We're talking 30% off select floor models, plus pay no sales tax. This is the time to get that new furniture you've been wanting in time for the holidays. Arizona Leather and Fabric specializes in full-grain leather, but can also custom make your furniture in...
Still shut down between Elk Grove Florin Road and St. Jude Court. That's due to an earlier vehicle versus power pole incident with life-threatening injuries involved in that one. Don't have an estimated time of getting that reopened. 50 from Folsom, 20 minutes to downtown. Still have a couple of issues up the hill on Highway 50 between Shingle Springs and Cameron Park. Got a couple of accidents, and that's why we have some slowing there. Both roads are getting near the clearing stages now. Coming in from Woodland on I-5, 24 minutes to make it in. Coming in from Davis eastbound I-80, 16-minute trip. Medicare's open enrollment ends soon. If you're a low-income Medicare recipient who's having trouble paying your premiums or your Part A, B, or D expenses, HICAP offers free Medicare counseling at an office near you. For details, call 1-800-434-0222. Your next update's 8:50, helping you get to work on time. I'm Brian Nobles, News Radio, KFBK.
Due in court next hour, he's being arraigned in Manhattan on charges. He sent out more than a dozen explosive devices to high-profile critics of the president. More than 400 people are searching for charred remains in Northern California, where wildfires continue to burn. More than 100 people are still listed as missing. At least 59 are dead statewide. Scott Goldberg, ABC News.
844 at News Radio KFBK. Now more of our top stories.
People are continuing to search for family at bulletin boards set up at evacuation sites in Butte County.
At Neighborhood Church in Chico, a whiteboard sits outside flooded with pictures, names, and pleas to contact family if anyone has seen missing people. Red Cross spokesperson Mike Wood says there are nearly 200 names listed.
What we did was we set this board up to allow people to write names on it. I'm looking for, I'm this person, I'm looking for my father.
Wood says the Red Cross protects the privacy of the people in its care, so the board provided a space where family and loved ones could post information.
At the end of the day, we take a picture of this board, compile the information, and it goes to the sheriff's office.
He says he's seen family and loved ones find each other through the board, and he hopes to see more reunited. Mike Blunt, News Radio KFBK.
It was 1 week ago today at 6:33 in the morning when the campfire was first touched off, and within an hour, it was bearing down on the town of Paradise, just as school was getting started for the day.
One of the many stories of heroism that day involves the town's school teachers and staff who suddenly found themselves responsible for the lives of over 100 students. Last night, a man by the name of Mike from Paradise called into the Pat Walsh Show on KFBK to offer praise for those teachers and educators.
Not only did we get the buses, we put the kids on the buses from the schools. Some of the parents picked up their kids. We had teachers had to put students in their cars and drive through the flames.
That convoy is credited with delivering 125 students to safety. Mike goes on to point out that if school had not been in session, most of those students would have been at home alone while their parents were at work.
Stay connected to News Radio KFBK for continuing coverage and online at kfbk.com. If your face breaks out in acne more in winter than during summer, there is a reason. The drier the weather, the more glands on your forehead, chin, and other parts of your face produce an oil. But after a while, it begins producing. Community is at 8:54.
Keeping you up to date.
The Camp Fire now is the deadliest wildfire in California history.
Life happens so fast.
Flames were coming up the canyon wall.
You need news now.
KFDK's Mike Blunt.
How has life been like since you've left Paradise and you've ended up here at the evacuation site?
It's been hard.
Very hard.
Continuing coverage on News Radio KFBK.
We can use all the prayers you can give us.
Depend on it.
Need to protect the bed of your new truck? Coated with genuine Rhino lining at Truck Smart in Rockland.
I know the people that work at Halls and own Halls, and I just like the idea of a family-owned company.
Kitty O'Neill on Hall's Window Center.
I just enjoy supporting a local family business. You can go back and talk to them and maybe even see them in the supermarket. I mean, they're part of your community. The dollars stay local and help build up the community. I think it's a positive thing.
Hall's is Northern California's most trusted name in doors and windows. With 18 months of no payments and 0% financing, you can buy now and pay later. And for a limited time, when you combine a patio door and window purchase, the door installation is no charge. Call 916-248-5158 or visit hallswindowcenter.com.
I've had an assault here at Lucky & Lucky California's buy one get one free meat sale. BOGO items include bone-in and boneless 4-pound Black Forest ham, Jenny O Yum turkey breast with gravy packet, and much more. Only at your local Lucky & Lucky California, the fresh way to shop.
Your family. To make you laugh, make your day, and make a mess. For over 65 years, families have trusted Coit for clean, healthy homes. Our certified technicians use custom methods to deep clean just about everything. Air ducts, flooring, furniture, tile and stone, even window treatments. All backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Clean as new. That's the Coit commitment to you and your family. Call 1-800-FOR-COIT today to schedule your Coit cleaning and save 35%.
News update. I'm Steve Kathan.
KCBS News Time, 9:32.
With devastating wildfires the new reality in California, many are asking what can be done to reduce the risk going forward. A new study released just today from Next10 and the Nature Conservancy says by implementing currently available land use strategies that pull carbon out of the atmosphere, we can reduce emissions and limit wildfire risks in forests, rangelands, and farmlands. For more, we're joined live on the KCBS Ring Central Newsline by Noel Perry, founder of Next10. Mr. Perry, thanks for joining us this morning. So what are some of these land use strategies? What are we talking about here?
Sure. What we're talking about is changes to forest management. We're talking about woodland restoration, riparian restoration, agroforestry methods, and cover cropping.
If we're looking at things that can make California healthier, planet health-wise, also, I assume, deal with some of the issues we're looking at right now in terms of out-of-control wildfires. Where do we start? Is this on a farmer-by-farmer, woodlot-by-woodlot basis? How do these things begin?
Sure. The researchers, the Nature Conservancy, for this study, modeled the ability of forest farms and rangelands to store carbon and cut greenhouse gas emissions amid hotter, drier conditions in California. So what the researchers found is that with these 8 strategies, we can reduce emissions by 260 million metric tons by 2050, which is actually equal to the pollution from 65 coal plants. And this would mean that the state can meet 5 to 7% of its 2050 climate goals. And as you address the question of fires, which is so very sad around California these days, one strategy was the Nature Conservancy outlined has to do with forest thinning and prescribed burns to reduce the death severity of fires.
When you get into that kind of forest management, sometimes people oppose that. So how do you argue your case for that?
Right. Well, this has been talked about for many years, this whole question about whether forests should be thinned and whether there should be prescribed burns. And I think the science says that that's the way to go. And that's the way that one is going to reduce the severity of wildfires. And there is some opposition, but it has to be done locally on a place-by-place basis.
So, cost, are these things big projects that are going to take a lot of money and a lot of social will?
Some of them will cost